live from New Orleans. NOP Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans in their last game losing to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Looking at the veteran Jonas Valanciunas, Steve, he remains a nightly double-double threat.
He's someone that likes to flex his muscle on both ends, Kevin. A big man who uses his size to his advantage and is reliable. Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Outside for George. Screen by Bol. And Leonard has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Here's Beal. And Jones pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D that time from Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. That one wide left.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Outside Leonard. Right side Westbrook. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
To the paint. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Putting the fundamentals to work, the pick and roll helps CJ make room for other guys.
And Smitty, we know when it comes to the Clippers, they seem to go as Kawhi Leonard goes.
No doubt, Kevin. The only year they didn't make the playoffs with him, he was hurt. But when he's healthy, they are dangerous. Hitting the glass like he's a power forward. Russell Westbrook can be an absolute force when he's crashing the glass.
That's to Williamson. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Well, a careless foul. It'll go to the line for 3 free throws. There's the foul against the Clippers. They get Russell Westbrook. New Orleans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And Smitty, you think about the years McCollum played with Damian Lillard, you have to believe they made each other better.
I totally agree, GA. They both have high standards, always working on their games. That's why they're two of the best guards in the league over the last decade.
Injuries have hampered Paul George over the last few years, but when he's healthy, he's elite.
Greg, he's still a go-to option offensively who can guard the league's top wings. And as he's aged, he's really embraced a leadership role. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And stolen by Bol. To the middle. The kick out to Westbrook. Pass to Bol. Takes the 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Jones, that's for two. And he overshot that one, missing. The Clippers trail. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, nobody near George. Drains the three-pointer. George has got 5.
An absolute marksman from three-point land. Paul George can drain these in bunches.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Outside, Beal. Pass to George. Over to the left wing. Man. Off target from outside.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Beal from long range. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. 8-second difference between the shot.
Great effort in transition from Jones, staying ahead of the pack.
And the dunk by Bull.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to Bull. Back to Westbrook. Bull with it. Over Alvarado. That one off the back iron and out. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 3. On New Orleans, back in a moment.
The Clippers, 11.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Since Murphy has become more of an offensive threat, passing lanes have opened up for him.
You know, Steve, last season the Pelicans started 23-12. They were second in the Western Conference, but they end up missing the playoffs. Why, in your opinion?
Kevin, injuries. Zion played just 29 games. Brandon Ingram only 47. If they can stay healthy, this is a scary team going forward.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Tyronn Lue says this is definitely a championship team, but it's not going to just come. We've got to put the work in. There's got to be a lot of sacrifices. If we come together and do the right things, we definitely have a chance. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he's a big reason why. Thanks so much. A 3 from McCollum. Nance in the post. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Hit by Harrell. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. Man gets the bucket. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Well, that is why we call CJ a combo guard. He can score with the best, but he also can facilitate.
Nance comes with the double team. And Harrell wide open. He shoots. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, here's the thing. We're used to Montrezl Harrell scoring around the bucket. Now he gets it done from the mid-range.
Pass to Tucker. Back to Powell. Inside. And Harrell slaps it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And here's McCollum for 3. Rebounded by Tucker.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. You know, Steve, you have to respect a guy like Norman Powell who embraces his role on this team.
I definitely do, Kevin. Norman Powell isn't chasing the spotlight. He's working to support his team and really embraces his role on the floor.
Back to Valanciunas. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Valanciunas getting rewarded there for putting down a solid screen on the pick and roll.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Leonard. And Tucker has it in the corner. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And so here's New Orleans. 3-pointer, Daniels. Rebounded by Tucker. 1:37 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Harrell. Valanciunas grabs the board. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. Pass to Harrell. Highland deciding where to go with it. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution in the quarter.
1:10 left to play here in the half. Down low. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
You know what you're going to get when Zion's at the rim. An aggressive finish.
Outside Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. It's over Ingram. Here's Bull. Tries yet again. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Bulls got the game tied up here for the Clippers. To the inside. And that one's good. Ingram.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here's Los Angeles. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Leonard. They set the pick. Back to Beal. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. And he lays it straight in. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. On the inbound, and right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
And how about the use of that final possession? Perfect.
26.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And for players, Steve, being traded is always a possibility. Deep down, how challenging is it hearing your name in the rumor mill?
Kevin, it's very challenging, especially when you're happy where you are and your family is happy. No question, it's one of the few downsides of being an NBA player, being traded. There are so many ways that Kawhi can attack on offense. A great 3-level scorer. He's a handful to deal with.
McCollum launches it from deep. They get it back. And stay with the play. Valanciunas.
Ooh, physicality from Valanciunas on the glass. Securing the ball and sending it right back.
Screen by Bull. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good on the triple. The Pelicans trail. Williamson outside. Here's McCollum. Banked in off the glass.
Look at CJ picking the defense apart. using the pick and roll to create openings.
And load management, a term, Greg, that's been associated with the Clippers.
And Kawhi rightfully managing his return from ACL injury with care. It's harder to build chemistry when guys are out, but it's all about staying healthy for the postseason.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
When you have the size that Valanciunas has, there aren't many people getting in the way of your dunk.
Westbrook with a wide open look. And another three for the Clippers.
3 points.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Mr. Williamson. Excellent D there from George.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Here's Westbrook. He is guarded by McCollum. Outside, George. Off target from three-point range. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Zion Williamson is a force to be reckoned with, but Coach Willie Green said he's just scratching the surface. He's going to continue to get better. Over and over again, he's making the right play. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thanks.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And he makes both free throws. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. You can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
Takes it inside. Here's Alvarado. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
And the Clippers making a change here. Free throw good, Alvarado. Steve, we've talked about this. A great job by the Pelicans front office in surrounding Zion Williamson with talent.
Yes, Kevin, when he's healthy, they're one of the best teams in the league. But to go the distance, he has to be available.
Pass to Harrell. It's Beal on the wing. Here's Mann. And here is Beal.
2 minutes.
Still scoreless. It's stolen by Nance. Now Marshall. Guarded by Tucker. Ingram outside. The trade kept alive.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Steve, this current Clippers group, they're changing the identity of this franchise.
Hey, Kevin, you know this. For a long time, they couldn't get right, winning just one playoff series during their first 27 seasons in L.A. Now the Clippers expect to make postseason runs.
Down low, it's stolen by Nance. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. And that one's good, Ingram. That's now 8 points for Brandon Ingram.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Beal up top. And there's the drive. It counts. And the foul. That one on Nance.
And one of the league's most gifted scorers, Beal relishes any chance he gets to finish while getting fouled.
Talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for his passing game.
You know, Kevin, he's really evolved as a playmaker over the years. Sure, we all know how talented a scorer and shooter he is, but Bradley is now superb at facilitating.
second shot opportunity. And good that time. Beal's got his second basket of the game.
And it's clear how confident Beal is. The closer he gets, the more his eyes light up trying to score.
Good work there as it goes. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Outside Beal. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. New Orleans on top.
The Clippers, 41.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. It's a 1-point game. Here's Valanciunas. And Bull pulls it down. Powell inside. And here's George for 3. And the 3 ball is good. George has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. They grab their own miss. Another shot. No good from Valanciunas. Here now the Clippers. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles taking on the Lakers. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Left side Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Ingram. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Pelicans making a switch here. And the Clippers call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. Told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thank you, David.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
For the Clippers, Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook. 41.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Inside, here's Bull. Outside for George. He's looking for Bull and finds him. Pass to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Leonard draws the double. And Russell Westbrook with the 3. Westbrook's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
The competitive spirits of C.J. McCollum. He will not let you run the arc.
Now, here's Bull. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Valanciunas in the high post. Jones trying to get open. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
Like the way that Valanciunas worked his way to the line on that shot. Never let the defender get comfortable. When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. Bangs home the trifecta.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Williamson looking it over. You can't get it to go.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Ever so close. Needed that one to go down.
Outside for George.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Beal. A three. And another three for the Clippers.
Not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
Pass to Ingram. Stolen by Westbrook. Now the Clippers moving it up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Leonard attacking. And Jones pulls it down. Pelicans trailed by 7. McCollum. And the foul calling Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And McCollum puts up a deep three. No good, unable to end this run. Clippers leading by 7. Here's Leonard. Oh!
Yes! Yes! On his drives, Kawhi can be just devastating, completely overwhelming the D.
And again, no good by New Orleans. Beyond the arc. And it's Leonard again missing. And here's New Orleans now. They set the pick. Out to Ingram. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Lets the three fly. New Orleans moving it around. 5 on the clock. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Third team foul.
Brandon Ingram is a fascinating player, multi-dimensional and versatile. Needs to keep improving.
And he cannot get the third one to drop. Going just 1 of 3.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And the dunk by Valanciunas. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a wide-open teammate and feeds him.
And here's New Orleans now. Offensive rebound. Williamson. Excellent D there from George. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So the Clippers with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.